systems that we have everywhere today, the satanic system, the system that is bad is the satanic system. The world system has a problem, but you can solve the problem when you bring God into your own system that you have created as you have solved the world system. The world system says, be rich, respect the rights of others. You can be a homosexual, you can be a lesbian, you can be a thief, you can be a destroyer. That is the world. It has many. The world of technology, the world of this, the system of this, the system of communication, and all these things that do not please God. Because you have to live in the world, you take that which is moral, that which is ethical, that which is legal, that which is legalistic, and so on. You bring God in it. Then you build a system that works for you. That is where pastors have missed it. They are not operating in the divine system of God. There are just too many contradictions from the divine system. They are operating a type of system that does not even have a name. Let me say so. A system that does not even have a name. It does not fall within this tree. It does not fall within this tree. Because you are claiming to operate on the divine system, but what people are seeing you doing is the world system. But that world system also, you are pretending to bring the divine in it. Then some now too have gone and taken the satanic and brought in. For example, miracle money is satanic. When somebody says miracle is satanic, there's nothing like that. There's no divine system like that. You work for money. You work, you get money. Not hold your phone like this, there's something rings inside. It's satanic. It's coming from space, from somewhere. It's not God. It is something that has been manipulated. So, these three systems, youths, let me talk to you now. The world system has been built with an agenda. And let me tell you the agenda of the world system today. The agenda of the world system is to converge with the satanic system. That is why you see most of what is done by world leaders is satanic. They have a satanic covenant. And they want to convert the world system to a completely satanic system. That is why a good number of the conditions to function in the world system at a certain rank, a certain height, a certain level, becomes satanic and demonic. That is the main reason why you should, as a youth, put God first. Then build your own system that is working for you, that has the divine or the godly principles. Because you cannot overpower the world system. It's already a system in place. But you can build a system of yours that can overpower the world system. Because you cannot come into the world system and you want to change the world system. No. You can change your own system not to align with the world system. So this is the error. Even the divine system itself, it has its operational principles. Its operational principles are higher than the operational principles of the world and the satanic. But in most cases, many pastors are confusing between the world system and their own divine system that are supposed to be operating in. These are real things which I would have loved some pastors to be on board. Let's debate on this. Let's talk on this. So you now have a mixture of satanic and world. You now have the real thing that was supposed to be is you set up a system and you bring the divine in it. Now you are operating in the divine. And when you are operating in the divine, the world system has no power over you. The world system may fight you, but has no power over you. Yeah.
Let me just say something.
Yes. Feel free.
Talking about pastors not aligning with the world.
Clergy. Let's
clergy,
deputy clergy. Yes, because we've used the word pastor.
With the world system
it will
is
look
okay. Yes, you don't have to as a man of God. But now I'm looking at it from another direction. People, those youth that are not clergy, there are many people that will.
No, I touch clergy as one of. I do not say that everything here we're talking about clergy.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
There are many people who've seen who are not succeeding today, who have not grabbed some opportunities that came their way because they did not align with the world's system. And that's the problem with most of our youth today. Before you become into this office, you have to do this because, and since they want to succeed, they succumb to some of these conditions. So are you telling them that maybe they should just better remain the way they are without going into the world system if it's satanic or if it's worldly?
No, you are living in the world. You are living in the world, but you should not be of the world. That's what you are saying now. It means that as you are living in the world, as I'm saying, build your system. If you find yourself operating in an era, in an area, in a function, in the world system, don't be of the system.
Maybe
it's just like,
maybe I did not give an example. Like you want to work in an office and
yes,
everybody that works in this office must do maybe something that is ungodly.
That is why I'm saying that. By the time you came there, you were not given that information, and you now find yourself in that office. Okay, and they now say the new condition to be part of this office is that you must all be Rosicrucians, you must all be Freemason, you must all be Satanists. You tell them to hell with your office, go with it, you leave the place. That is why I'm talking about building your own system. Don't rely on the world system, because the world system is working a lot with the satanic world. So, and there come a time where they will change a lot of things to their satanic master. So if you are in the world system, even though you may not be off the world, know that if you don't build your own system, there will come a time where they will kick you away, because you will not comply with what they want. Don't wait for that time first. Be building your own while there. Build your system that generates. Like this pastor said, he has 13 streams of income. Assume that he was working in the world system, and they now bring this nonsense that you must belong, you must have this. He said, okay, to hell, stay there with your system. He moves and continue to build his system and continue to live his life. Don't rely on the world system, because it will fail you. Don't rely on the world system, it will fail you. There come a time where they say everybody must toe the line. There come a time where they said bosses have to sleep with young girls. For example, in a system where if they employ a young girl, bosses have to sleep with that young girl and things like that. If you have not built your own system, how will you survive? You compromise. That is why you should not rely on the world system. The world system is deceitful and can never be a reliable system. There are many people today who are Rosicrucians, who are Freemason, who are Satanists, who were not like that. But they found themselves in the world system. And they said, for you to move to this level, this is what you should do. This is satanic, demonic. And that's why I'm warning you. That is how the world system is. Today, it is right up there. They are coming down gradually. Very soon, it will be engulfed. And for you to find yourself operating in that world system or be part of it, you must belong to something. That is why you should not rely on it. Build your own. Build your own. Nobody will come and tell you that your own now. They will not come and influence yours, because you have fulfilled all the conditions to operate your own. They will not come and take the technological knowledge that you have to work online and do a lot of things online. They cannot come and take it from you. So build your own. It is only your own that belongs to you. The world system does not favor godliness. The world system has an agenda, and that agenda is fulfilling a satanic agenda to convert the world at the end for satanic takeover. It's not a good system. That's why many today are Rosicrucians, many are Freemasons, many are Satanists, many are homosexuals, many are lesbians. It was not like that. It is gradually moving. They are forcing African countries today to accept homosexuality, and the rest. It was not like that. Today it's becoming public. And it has an agenda. It's moving. And this system is using money to move. There are Rosicrucians. There are pastors today that are Rosicrucians. There are pastors today that are in Freemason. There are pastors today that go to juju houses and take pots and take medicine. It was not like that. It is infiltrating youths before it becomes too late. Don't think that if when you travel abroad, in fact, abroad is even worse. Abroad is even worse because there is already normal. You can be a homosexual, you can be a Rosicrucian. There are so many people who have traveled abroad. Today they are homosexual. Today they are lesbians. It's normal there. In Africa, it's not yet normal. Certain things are not yet normal, but others are already normal. So the world system is wicked, it's ungodly, it's unclean, and you have to be careful. You can be working in the world system, but don't be off the world system. When people are corrupt, don't be corrupt. When people are sleeping with girls, don't sleep with girls. When people are stealing money, don't steal money, and so on. When people are doing one thing or the other that is funny, don't fall into that trap. Be godly. Because the Bible makes us to understand clearly that the whole duty of man is to fear God and to keep his commandments. Then what else do you want? Fear God and keep his commandments. So all what you are doing should be fear God. If you are an engineer that fears God. If you're a businessman that fears God. If you are a pastor, should be a pastor that fears God, even though most of them are not fearing God today. If you are a medical doctor that fears God. If you're a teacher that fears God. If you're a lecturer, if you're a professor that fears God. That is what is important. Do your own business. Do your own investments. But be very careful. The world system is slippery. And it is moving towards the end of its damnation. A lot of things are already working towards the end of the world. Whether it ends today or it ends in 1 million years, know that everything is converging towards a point. Youths, don't fall into this trap. Don't sell yourself. Don't sell your life. Don't sell your parents. Don't sell your children. Don't sell your integrity. Women, girls, most of you have already sold your integrities. You have slept with all the bosses. You have slept with all the men. And you make noise that you have a good job. Which good job? It's a mess. If you don't work hard and build your own, you will fall into this mess. There are many girls today, because there are no jobs. When a man says, I will give you a job, come and sleep with me, pop, you jump. You go and sleep with the man. You don't know that you are carrying abomination already. Because such men are not normal. They are satanic in most cases. You should know this. I know that most of them are not happy with this program, what I'm saying here now. But it's the truth. We must free youth from this evil world. Evil men and women that are destroying the pathway of youth. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The program you are watching is Excellence Impact, and we are talking about youth, African youth. A lot of things have been revealed on this particular edition of the program. Like we said from the beginning, there are a lot of things that we need to bring to your attention for you to be very careful. And we have here on set Mr. Mosoke, who has been talking to us for a while now. So I'm encouraging you to be part of the program using the numbers you find on your screen. There may be something, anything you wish to ask, anything you wish to find out, you just text us and we are going to respond to you immediately. Okay, Mr. Mosoke, you have been saying that it's important for youth to create their own system. But we have 3 different systems, but in that system, you should create your own and bring God inside for it to be complete, for it to be solid. Mr. Mosoke, you just mentioned something passively. You talk about those who are planning to go out of the country is even the worst. Now, we are talking about these youth building their system. Most of our African youth, their interests, everything they work for or they wish is to go out to the Western world and maybe make it. And we see some of them coming back, investing at home, and they go back. That is what most of these African youth who are still in Africa are yearning for. Everybody wants to leave the country. Is that where the opportunities are? Is that where they will make it to be able to build their own system?
I laugh and I'm sorry about the African youth. I do not want to come to that, but let me just show you something. Look at all the Africans that have traveled up. Just look, first of all, look at the Africans that were sold as slaves. After 100-year plus, number of years, hundreds of years, they have not become anything. They are a lost generation. They are still struggling to trace where they came from. They don't know. They are not themselves in a foreign country. You can never be yourself in a foreign country. The second thing is this. When you travel abroad, you have a wife, you people have children, you die. Those children don't even know where they are coming from. Even if you came with them once at home, know that that generation is gone forever. They will never be interested because they have grown in a system that cannot be saying that they are going back home. Going back home to do what? And things like that. So if we don't revise this model of traveling abroad blindly, we are losing generations. They will never be Africans again. They are gone and gone for good. But look at the coming back model where you are moving just to get something and to go back and develop your own community that did not have that which you were looking for. That is a model that works. It's not a model where you go away, then you build one miserable house here, and you say you have done it. So, these youths have to sacrifice. And the sacrifice which I'm talking here about is the sacrifice of going for knowledge and going back to give to your people. That is what is important. We are not saying that people should not travel. But have a sense in which you are traveling. And this sense is the sense that states that you give back. That is why you see Joseph, even when they went to Egypt, what finally happened? They went back to where they were coming from, to the promised land. They did not remain in Egypt. It's a principle. You don't go to a foreign land and remain there. You go to a foreign land to gain knowledge, gain something, then you take back home. Home remains home. No matter how, you can never kill your conscience. When you run away, you have run away with a generation. That generation is gone. It's perished. There are many families today that are lost because children travel abroad, parents follow them, grandchildren follow them. It's a lost generation. The parents will die there. Then you carry the corpse to come and bury back home. Shame. Shame. Shame to this generation. You have to think twice. That we should build a model that makes you to come back home. And come back with your children home. And the home I'm talking here, you are the one to build that home. Because the systems have refused to build a home. So if each and every one of us build a system, when we come back for those who have gone, you have a system now that can be integrated to work for a new Africa. This is it. But many people don't want to sacrifice. They want to go to a system that people have labored, shed their blood, sweat for hundreds of years, and the system is now working. You have run away from a place where the system does not work, and you are condemning it. Who should make it work? Do you know the people who made that system working where you are today? Were they not like you? Can't you make the African system to work? That is the problem. You have runaway youths, runaway mature men and women who are condemning the African system that it does not work. Who should make it work? Who should make it work for them? It is young people that made those systems that where they are today to work. The Martin Luther King Jr. and the rest. They suffered for that system to work the way you are seeing it now. And you do not want to sacrifice for your own system to work. You are blaming it, you are condemning it. Who is that person that will make it work for you? So you you want some persons to suffer and make it to work, then you come back. So your own job is to go to systems that work. Your own job is not to make systems to work. It is to run and go away to places that work. Then when some people sit back and suffer and make this one out to start working, then you rush and come back. Please, don't deceive yourself as youth. That's why I'm talking to youth today. Sit down and make the African system to work. If you need knowledge from elsewhere, go and get it. Bring it back to make the African system to work. It's not working. It's not working. And this generation is going to pass away soon. So which generation now is going to make it to work? It is this generation. So gather the knowledge that you can gather, get the information that you can get, but build a system that is going to contribute to make Africa system to work, because it's not working. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have a message here. We are going to take a break to allow Mr. Mosoke to catch his breath. Like I said, this edition is African Youth Visionary Leadership Edition, and they are revealing a lot of things that our African youth are supposed to be aware of, because a lot of them have gone astray. A lot of them have ended up even in cells just because they were not well oriented. So you don't have to miss this edition of the program. You have to be part of the program. You have to send any question if you wish to send. We are just going to go for a short break, and we'll be right back after.